to In the Loop. I'm your host, Taylor Harmon. In this episode, we're celebrating the heart of Coweta-Fayette EMC, our linemen. This month is Lineman Appreciation, and today we'll be hearing from a couple of our linemen and let them know just how much we appreciate them and how important they are to us and keeping our power on in our communities. So welcome to the pod, guys.
What's up? Yo.
So can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background in the industry? How long have you been working as a lineman at Coweta-Fayette EMC?
My name's Ben Young. I've been here around 20 years. Made a lineman probably 12 or 14 years ago. My background's in a mix of all construction and maintenance.
My name's Jake Harrod. I've been here a little over 4 years. Just finished up the apprenticeship program and made PLC, and I worked at a contractor for a couple months straight out of lineman school, and maybe a month and a half, and been here ever since. So.
Awesome. And what inspired you guys to become a lineman? Was there a specific moment or experience that made you to decide that this career was right for you?
My whole family's involved in it. Guess it's in my blood.
Yeah. They did a job fair when I was a senior in high school, and sounded pretty good. 4 days a week, good money, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't really want to go to college.
I feel you on that. So let's dive into a day in the life of a lineman. What's the hardest part about being a lineman? Is it the physical toll, the mental challenges, or is it something else?
The sacrifices you give for your family.
Mm-hmm.
For me, missing the first birthdays and the family moments.
Yeah.
Storms don't ever happen on a pretty day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it can be physical on you, just, doing the work, but I haven't experienced it yet. I guess once you get older, that's when all that starts kicking in,
Okay.
from what I hear.
He's calling you old, I think.
Or no, just the guys out back. Yeah.
Okay, so on the flip side, what are the most rewarding parts of your job? What's the best feeling you get from being out there?
For me, it's out of town work, going back and putting the wire up, getting the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, seeing people happy, you know, that you're out there, I guess, makes it worth it. I guess that's the best part of it, is how excited people are, you know, like when we do go on storms, and that last hurricane, those people been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and that once you've been out that long, it starts really affecting you.
Not just out of town, here too.
Yeah.
Putting the wire back up for the community and getting them back on, clearing it up.
So every job has its funny moments. Can you share any funny or unexpected stories from the field? Maybe something that happened during a storm or fixing the power lines?
It definitely has a lot of funny moments out here, you know, just because you work with so many different guys.
We'd been up for a long time working one time, and I worked for him, and Lanny, he'd been up forever. We all had working, and I got a bullfrog out of a mud hole, and he was asleep in the cab of the truck. And I walked by, his window was cracked, and I slung that bullfrog in there. There was about 3 of them asleep in the cab of that truck.
That's so funny.
They come out of there like a hornet's nest. They was awake. They didn't fall back asleep none the rest of the storm.
Yeah, I bet.
Out on the crew, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hit Lanny right in the face with that bullfrog. He was mad. He didn't fall back asleep none the whole rest of the storm.
Yeah. And we hear all kinds of things about bad weather and crazy storms. Do you have any memorable or terrifying storms, weather stories that you've lived through on the job?
First storm I ever worked, I got in a bucket and the wind was blowing 40 miles an hour, and I didn't know what to expect. I just kept working.
Mm-hmm.
I learned real quick you don't.
Yeah.
You know, you come down and get somewhere safe till it passes, but I had no idea.
Yeah. Those buckets are shaky. I went up on it on a clear day, and I didn't realize how much they shake.
Yeah, you'll get swivel hips quick. I ain't doing no more.
Yeah. Last year was a little storm came through one evening. We had a bunch of line tore down through the woods. It was seam phase, and a bunch of dead trees from the pine beetles
Mm-hmm.
that killed like 10 pine trees
Yeah.
right there on the edge of the right of way. I mean, like
Yeah.
huge pine trees. Couldn't get a truck to it, so I had to climb it. It was like a long hill, and there was a pole up on top of the hill, middle pole, and then the bottom pole. I had to climb the middle pole,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a tap coming off of it. Well, we got it up on the top pole, and Zach was up there working on it. Well, I went down to the middle with all the stuff and climbed up there, and all I had to do was just tie it in,
Mm-hmm.
the primary and neutral, and change out the pole top pin, I think. Well, while I was up there, I got the primary tied in and climbed down to the neutral and put it up and was tying it in. And Zach started yelling about that time one of them trees
No.
fell through the wire, and that pole just said, shh. And I was up there on top. I climbed it,
Gosh.
I was up there on top of it, and that was,
Yeah.
I mean, if the cable would have been up there, because it was
Yeah.
a big cable, it probably would have snapped the top of that pole. 'Cause, I mean, you don't think about that kind of
Yeah.
stuff until you see it happen.
So, what would you say to someone who's thinking about becoming a lineman? What do they need to know before stepping into this career?
You are going to work a lot.
Never get complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Stay up for a week. Don't shower. Don't eat out in the middle of the woods. If you can do that, you'll make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jake, you talked about you just finished your lineman apprenticeship, right?
Yes.
Can you go into a little bit about that and how that process works?
You got like 1A, 1B is your steps, 1 through 4, and there's A and B steps for each one. Each one lasts 6 months. So, like, say you start your 1A for 6 months, you take a field test,
Mm-hmm.
which will be like climb a pole and sag up some wire, do Hertman rescue, something like that, whatever test it is. Then you'll make 1B.
Mm-hmm.
You get you a pay raise.
Yeah. And you do
every
that while you're working. You did that working here at Coweta-Fayette.
Yes.
EMC? Cool.
So you do that, you still got your normal everyday job.
Mhm.
And then you have a book
Mm-hmm.
through Northwest Lineman College, 10 books for each step. So you got 40 books to do,
Yeah.
and they're not hard at all.
So you still got a
It's
little
just-
college.
Yeah, you still got a little bit.
Ben, did you have to go through that too? How did it work when you got hired?
We had something called the TVPPA, which was the Tennessee Valley books, and they'd been going on for years. It was a 4-year apprenticeship. You just had step 1, 2, 3, and 4,
So similar.
and 1,000 hours a year from your work out here counted towards that.
I gotcha.
It was continuing credits from, or continuing education and credits from Southern Poly. And so a lot of ours was on the job, not as much book and paperwork,
Yeah.
but not as much analytical. It was hands-on.
Right. Is there any specific training, skills, or a mindset that someone should develop if they're serious about pursuing this profession?
Strong physical attributes.
Yeah.
The mental aspects will come. That's all part of your job. You'll learn that here.
Yeah.
You'll get a sharper mind for it when you get here.
Mm-hmm.
Or you won't, but it won't take long to find out,
Mm-hmm.
whether you'll make it or not.
Yeah.
It's a lot to learn, though.
It's
I don't
just a
think
lot.
people realize how much really goes into it.
Oh, it's a lot to learn.
Well, you can't make a mistake. So that
Yeah.
keeps you pretty honest.
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
think you'll never learn it, though.
Yeah.
Like, when you get thrown into it, you're like, just don't understand how these guys know
Yeah.
all this stuff. But
Yeah.
then I'd say after 2-3 years, it's everything just like clicks. You really ain't even got to think about, and not everything. You're going to learn stuff
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
forever.
learn every day.
But the easy stuff
Yeah.
that was so hard at first.
Fundamentals.
Yeah, the fundamentals, like how everything actually works, you start figuring it out.
Yeah. And what do you think that most people don't understand or appreciate about being a lineman?
The dedication to the industry, no matter where you work in this industry. Sometimes it takes 100% of you,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else has got to be put on hold
Mm-hmm.
if you're gonna make it.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people don't understand like what we do on a day-to-day basis. I mean,
Right.
up there working on 14,400 volts, you know, in your hands.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks EMCs are bucket trucks.
Right.
They forget about the underground, the
Yeah,
engineers that
yeah.
go out to stake
Yep.
the job, behind the scene that answer the phone calls, stuff like that. I've got family in all parts of this industry, you know, all the fingers that make it work.
Right.
Everybody's got a good role to play. I wouldn't want to do nothing more than what I do right now, though. Line work for me.
What do you want people to know about the job that they might not see on the daily?
Your power's coming back on.
Yeah.
Give us a few more minutes.
Yeah. You guys are
We,
working hard on it.
Yeah.
And that's something I actually realized too, going out and doing videos of you guys. Like, I was kind of naive to it. It takes hours sometimes
Yeah.
for one pole.
Well, there's a lot of moving parts
Yeah.
to get to your lights coming back on in your house. Definitely.
You got to do it safely. I mean, that takes
Yeah.
just doing all the safety, but, you know, putting grounds up and getting your open air and figuring out where it feeds from and all that stuff. You got to figure out before you can even start working.
Right. And before we wrap up, is there anything else you want to share with our listeners about being a lineman or about the work that goes into keeping the lights on?
Stay safe. Much love, brother.
Thank you so much, Ben and Jake, for joining me today and sharing your stories, insight, and experiences. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of In the Loop. I encourage you to take a moment to appreciate the linemen in your community. And if you're interested in becoming a lineman, we have a lineman scholarship here at Coweta-Fayette EMC, and we take applications all year long. It's a great opportunity to take advantage of the lineman scholarship, and it's paid directly to West Georgia Technical Lineman Program. For more information, check out our website, utility.org/scholarships. Thank you so much again to all of our linemen. We appreciate all of your hard work. And be sure to follow us, Coweta-Fayette EMC, on all socials, and find us in the loop wherever you get your podcast. And we'll see you next time.